Hey guys, hi, this is Radhakrishna. Welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about what college to choose, what branch to choose, do I have to follow my friends or relatives, all that stuff. And this video is going to be a little generalistic. It is not going to go into specific options like I have to choose IAST or IASC or IIT and I have to choose some branch in this college or this college. Just going to be a little generalistic as to give a broader answer for your questions. And so most of you guys who are actually in the season of admissions might have something in this video. So I've been getting a very common question under my videos which are related to colleges and what colleges do, etc. is what branch do I have to choose? Do I have to choose ECE or do I have to choose CSE or do I have to just listen to the people who have got experience and something like that? So first off, there are two parts to this question, okay? The first question is, when you do really have options between ECE and CSE in a college that you like, then what branch do you choose? So the answer to this question would be that it should be of real importance to you, the answer has to come from yourself, right? So for example, if uncle is coming and he's saying that you have to take ECE, there's a good scope for ECE subject after 4 years, a lot of core companies coming in, there's manufacturing sector being boomed up in India, and so you've got to choose ECE, and someone other is coming and saying you have to take CSE, there's a lot of pay scale in CSE, there's a lot of jobs in CSE, then it's under you, right? So there's multiple scopes for this question as well. Are you choosing your branch based on your job, or you have some ideas to go for MS or MTech or something like that, a higher education after you finish your graduation, or do you want to do something like you want to manufacture, you want to create some product and start your journey based on your entrepreneurship? So there's a lot of things that you can do after your 4 years, and always, I tell you always that in this 4 years or in this 3 years that you're going to do after your 12, your life is going to change. No one is the same when they have entered BTech or BSc and they have left BTech or BSc. Everyone is going to change because a lot of people you'll be interacting with, professors, students, a lot of people, you will be having industry trainings, and your interests will be really changing, because from your childhood you might have had a goal, right? But this is something that will shape up your entire career after this 4 years. You want to work somewhere, you want to have some experience, you want to really like something that you are going to do. So all of this you have to think before you're taking this decision. And also there will be people after they have thought this through, like they like ECE very much, they are into circuitry, they are into communication engineering, but once they choose ECE, as they go through the subjects, as they go to their professors' lessons, they sort of lose interest in that subject and they gain interest in another subject. So all of this is going to happen. And so whenever you're choosing a branch, choose it based on your own hardcore gut decision. Because if some conflict of doubt comes into your mind, it is your interest which has to lead you for the further path. It's not the influence of others. It's your own gut decision that you have to believe in. And that said, the choice of the colleges is also one of the prominent questions, whether I have to choose IIT or NIT, the lower branch in IIT versus higher branch in NITs, or IASC or IAST. Well, this also depends on what you actually want to do. So one thing is true, guys, there is a lot of brand value for the IIT tag these days, even in the outside countries. If you are from an IIT, whatever IIT it might be, they recognize that, okay, you are from an IIT, so you must be having quality behind your work. So that is something that is really existing these days. But there are other colleges and other professors as well who are academically very strong. The domains or the engineering departments of the colleges are very strong. Like for example, if you take IIT Hyderabad, it is known for computer science. If you take IISc as such, it is known for all sort of engineering. So there are things that you can trust. So whenever you're choosing a college, also it depends on what options do you exactly have, right? So if you were having an option between IIT, say, and NITs, I would always choose IIT. Doesn't matter what branch it is. That is my personal decision. But you might be in a completely different situation. You might not actually want the IIT brand tag because you don't want to go for MTech or MS after 4 years, but you want to do something that you learn as you go through. So you might want to actually choose a little good department or professors that you always trust. So that being said, what are the career options when you take engineering as such after 4 years, right? So there are a lot of different options. First things first, everyone these days does MBA. Even if they get job, they have some experience like for 1-2 years, and they go into MBA and they go into marketing or business management or finance. So that's a great career option. There's a lot of money in there. There's a lot of salary. There's a lot of packages in that career option. But if you're not a management person, if you don't feel like you're born for management but you're born for technical things, there's always option that you can actually continue your job. Like after 4 years you can get a job and you can grow as such, and as soon as you grow in your company, there are almost all companies these days provide higher education sort of packages. Like you might be working there, or you might be doing a part-time MTech or MS by doing your job, or they will give you a study leave, and then you can go and pursue your MTech or MS and come back again and work there. So while you're doing that MTech or MS, when with the study leave that your company is giving, you will be getting salary. You'll be getting fully paid while you're studying. So that's a career option. The other option is obviously after BTech itself, you go for MBA or MTech based on your own gut feeling. You want to work in technical field, you could do an MTech or MS. You want to do some sort of management thing, right? You go for MBA. And one of the most opted options these days is entrepreneurship. That's great. A lot of guys I personally know are even pursuing product development inside their own command. You get to be your own boss. You get to give yourself your own work. You get to talk with clients, know their requirements, develop product according to them, meet a lot of different people, know how industry works, scale your product, meet a lot of new influencers. So there are a lot of options that you might actually think like, okay, after 4 years I'll be doing that, and so this option or this college or this branch, if I choose it and then I lay my steps gradually in the 4 years, I might be able to reach that particular goal. So one of the persons I recently met actually gave me a very different perspective of life. I was living my life as it comes, right? I really did not think about what is going to happen tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But one of the persons I met, he told me that although you're living your life as it is, you need to have a vague, broad goal of where you want to be after 5 years. If you don't know that, then you are lost. You don't know what you want to do. Although you know what you want to do today, but if you don't know what you want to do after 5 years, you are not going to lay your steps towards that goal. And I felt it as a great advice. I think it turned on lights for me. I did not have any literal idea of where I wanted to be after 5 years. It's always like, I had this interest now, and I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be coding this. I'm going to be making this, right? I'm going to be learning this. But I did not know that, okay, after 5 years, I want to be there. I want to be there. And that is why that is also a question that is most prominently asked in interviews as well. Where do you see yourself after 5 years, right? So that's a great question for understanding what the person is and what the person wants to do. And so you ask yourself that question. If you don't know the answer for that question, make an answer for that question based on your interest, and that answer will lay a very good path for you to choose your colleges or your branches or your interest on what you want to do. So that's it for this video. If you've got any other questions or any other comments, you can put it down below, and I'm sure a lot of people will be glad to help you. I will also clear whatever I can. Thank you.